Good morning and welcome back to the channel. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning here in Patterson, California. I was really hoping to be up at 2 and go pick up this load, but I slept in, and not gonna lie, it feels pretty good. We've got a Home Depot load today that's going from Lathrop, which is about, I don't know, like 30-40 miles from here, and it's going all the way up to Lacey, Washington, which is, I don't know, I think about 40 miles or so south of Seattle area. So that's going to take us about 2 days because it's about 700 miles, something like that. We're going to go pick that up in Lathrop and then just head north and then maybe stop in Weed or Central Point and get a shower. Kind of feel out how the day is going. If it's still early enough, I'd like to keep going. There's a beautiful rest stop right next to the Rogue River, or just keep going to the casino. I forget what it is, like seven Feathers or something like that. I've never stopped there, so it'd be cool to stop there, and then they've got shuttle service from the truck parking lot over to the casino. Go get some dinner there tonight. Sounds pretty good to me, but you know, we'll see how everything's moving. It is kind of 4th of July weekend, so traffic might be slow. Might be a lot of idiots on the road that frustrate the hell out of me. So, we'll see. But just getting this morning started. Pretty much finished up with a pre-trip. Gonna roll over to the gas station and clean the windshield. Just because, number one, it's dirty, and number two, it looks terrible on the time lapse when it's this dirty. So, gonna get that cleaned up. Get a Mountain Dew, of course, and then get over to Lathrop and pick up this trailer. So let's get moving.
Do you wish to continue? 3:19.
Man, I love these things, but they always get you. It's always 2 for whatever deal where you save, $1 buying 2. And that's one more day that I keep drinking these things. Keep telling myself I'm going to quit drinking them, but they're so good. And it gets me awake because I'm tired right now, but we got 40 miles to go, so let's get there. That was a short drive up to the Home Depot distribution center here in Lathrop. Pulled in, they gave me a spot to go drop my empty off. Of course, that spot was taken. So I asked the yard dog, and he said just park anywhere, any empty spot. So I did that, filled out all my paperwork, left, and they had me bobtail around the corner to this other overflow lot where they've got, I guess, the full trailers. Now that we've got our loaded trailer, I've already done my loaded call and everything, done my live loaded. Gonna get going on the road, head up to Lodi, and then just scale it real quick there. And then from there, just keep on trucking all the way up to either Weed or Central Point, wherever I want to take a shower, and continue going. So I was thinking on the way up here, every time I make it somewhere, I always say that I made it, kind of like it's an accomplishment. And it's kind of funny, thinking back home that was an accomplishment a lot of times, whether it was because I'm driving my 330,000 mile truck, or whether it's because, we got a trailer that, no one's checked the bearings, or the tires are 5 or 6 years old, or whatever. It was always an accomplishment to make it somewhere. But thankfully, being with May, all the equipment is pretty new. The trailers are pretty new. The trucks, this has 160,000 miles on it. It's a 2022, I think, model year. But everything usually goes smoothly. I've had one blowout the entire time, and that was my first week I was here. Yeah, it was on my first run. But with that being said, we made it here up to Weed. I'm gonna stop here and get a shower. It was a drive up here. Coming up Shasta wasn't too bad. I got stuck behind a slow U-Haul for a while, and then I got stuck behind the Duramax pulling a 4-car trailer, and man, he was going slow, just doing like 45, 50 miles an hour everywhere. And I was behind him for probably about 10 miles, and I found a good opening. And right when I found that opening, I went around him. The dude just turned the wick up and was doing 65 everywhere. Just going, hauling butt around all the turns and moving up the hills and stuff. I was like, are you kidding me? So now, you know, I waited for my opportunity, thinking he's going to slow down going up one of the hills. He's going to slow down for a curve. Nothing. So I ended up just blocking traffic for a while and got back over and tucked my tail between my legs and just kept going. But that's frustrating. I hate when people do that. They wait until they see someone that's barely faster and go around them, and they're like, oh, I should probably be going faster, let me step on the gas, instead of letting you get by and then passing you, you know, because they know they have more power on taps. But frustrating. I kind of figured that was going to happen. It is July 4th weekend, so that's holiday weekend traffic. And of course, you know, there was just tons of cars passing us. Normally it wouldn't be that big of a deal, you know, come behind someone slow, I can just go right around them, but not when there's just hundreds of cars going around. Which also is kind of weird, because that guy let like 15 to 20 other semis around him and a couple hundred cars. But as soon as I passed him, that was the problem. Whatever. But I'm gonna go jump in the shower, and then I think we're gonna skip the rest stop at the Rogue River, because from what I'm reading, there's only a couple spots, and the chances of getting one of those spots right now is probably pretty slim. So I think we're just gonna keep on going all the way up to the Seven Feathers, I think it was, the casino, and check that place out. I just got here to this place, Seven Feathers, I think it is, the casino. Wasn't a bad drive. A little over 2 hours, 2.5 hours, something like that. But it's now 5:40 in the afternoon, so I'm gonna figure out something to go eat and then maybe check out this place. They've got a shuttle here from the truck lot, which is pretty dang big. I'm in the lower lot, which still has open spots, and then there's an upper lot that looked like it was empty, so pretty cool. But they have a shuttle to take you from the truck lot over here across the street to the actual casino itself. So I'm gonna figure out when that's running, go run over there, get some food, check everything out, and then come back. And if there's still some daylight, maybe just walk around out here and take you guys along with me to see what it's like. But right now, I mean, the view from here is pretty nice. Just a bunch of trees and stuff. I mean, typical Oregon. But yeah, I mean, out there is just nice. I don't really have a better way to describe it than it's nice out here. So, alright, I'm gonna run and then I'll be back. Casino wasn't quite my thing. Casinos are never really my thing, to be honest. They're a lot of fun, you know, when you go out to one of the races and it's at a casino and you get blackout drunk with all your friends and do stupid stuff. Yeah, that's fun. But I was just hoping to even get some food, and went over there. The steakhouse was expensive and didn't look that great. Their middle tier lunch place or dinner just didn't have that great option, so I went to the cheaper restaurant and couldn't get service. It was a seat yourself, and I sat down 10-15 minutes and no one came by, so I figured, you know, I'll save my money. So I came back here to the Travel Center, which is like almost a small grocery store, and I was going to order a sandwich from the deli, and I was like, you know what, I can make one myself. But they had a huge dessert bar over there. So I got some Oreo Dream Bar thing, a double chocolate fudge chip, I don't even know, brownie, all for $5. So needless to say, I'm gonna save some money. I'm gonna make a sandwich in here, and that's probably gonna be the end of my night. Still may walk around, I'm not 100% sure on that, but if I don't pick up the camera walking around, then you'll probably see me in the morning. Ooh, it is bright outside. I am staring right in the sun. It's 6:15 right now. We need to get on the road. The GPS says we're going to get there 9:15, which means after a 10-hour break I can leave at probably about 7:30 tonight, 7:45, which would mean that I'd get there like about 10:45. It's going to take me 3 hours, and my appointment's at 11, so really need to get going. Other than that, I'm still a little tired, but I already did this pre-trip, so let's just get on the road and see what Salem has to offer. Made it up here this morning to the Brooks Terminal in Salem, Oregon. As I was pulling in, I noticed a flat tire. I have no idea when that let go, which is kind of scary because it could have let go at the beginning of the journey of the 150 miles or hopefully near the end. And I'm hoping near the end because no one was trying to flag me down. So when I pulled in, I pulled right into the tire shop. They were able to fix it real quick. And then within a half hour, I was already parked and done with my pre-trip. So that's pretty quick. But it's a little hot, so I'm gonna get back in the AC. Maybe throw up the drone in a little bit, just to show you guys how busy this place is and how packed it can be. It's kind of funny, someone left a trailer out there just in the middle of no man's land, probably last night, and found no parking and just dumped it off there. But yeah, probably be here for a little bit longer, get some def on the way out, get some fuel, and then get up to Lacey, Washington, dump this load off at the Home Depot, and then probably park over at the Cabela's. It's the only place I know that's gonna have parking that late at night, which at 11:30 near Seattle's a little sketchy for parking because there's like 3 truck stops and they never have parking because they're all full. So hopefully the Cabela's has parking, and then hopefully in the morning I'll be able to wake up, cruise back down to, forget the name of the place. There's a Pilot and Flying J. That way I can go get a shower. But until then, we'll see you guys in the morning. Getting to that Home Depot distribution center last night was tight. The roads are narrow, a bunch of roundabouts that are 2 lanes going into the roundabout, so I ended up having to go in between the 2 lanes, like right down the middle, and then just put on my hazards. I mean, it was 10:45 at night, so there wasn't that many people, but once I got to the distribution center, I dropped off my loaded trailer, picked up an empty, got out of there and went right down the road here to this Cabela's. Didn't even have to get back on the freeway. It's along the same kind of main road or whatever. Thankfully this place had a ton of parking. There's probably like 20 or 30 spots, and there's only like 5 or 6 people here last night, which is perfect. It's nice and quiet. Not many people know about this, and I think they even took it off at Trucker Path, but it's one of the few spots, you know, near the Seattle kind of area that I can guarantee has parking any time of day or night. So this morning when I woke up, I went in there and then I bought some saltwater taffy or whatever. I got a small bag. I'll probably eat this small bag, and then I got a big bag from my mom and dad because they love this stuff too. And then I got some moon pies. I haven't had those in forever. They're only 99 cents here, and those are good. But we got a load going from right around this area to Clatskanie, Oregon. And then from there we're gonna drop off whatever trailer we're picking up and then pick up another trailer at Clatskanie and drop that off down at Brooks and then hang out there for a while. Which, if that's where I'm hanging out for the 4th and gonna be stuck for a couple of days, I'm good with that. I'd much rather be stuck there than up here in Tumwater, because there is nothing around the Tumwater area and there's nothing to really kind of even walk to. Or drop off this empty and pick up a loaded and then get down to Clatskanie, Oregon. So after I left Cabela's, I made it down to the Georgia Pacific site, and it turns out they were closed on the 3rd of July. So a maintenance guy let me in and to make a U-turn, and as I was doing that, there was a couple more maid drivers there, and then a guy from a different company was like, hey, the back gate is motion activated, it's automatic. So I came up with a plan to drive around and drop my empty off, and another guy followed me, he dropped his empty off, and then I showed the other 2 drivers where the loaded lot was. So we rolled on over there, grabbed our loaded trailers, managed to figure everything out, so it worked out okay. Not really sure if I was supposed to do that, but what else was I going to do? I mean, I guess I could have dropped the empty in the loaded section, but that would have just created more work for them the next day anyways, or on the 5th of July. But anyways, went from there down to different Georgia Pacific site, and just a beautiful area. I love driving down to that one. It's Clackistan or something like that. No clue how to pronounce it, but got down there, dropped off the loaded one, picked up another loaded one, and then brought it down here to Brooks. And I got in about 6 o'clock at night, so not too bad. And by I think 7:30 or 8, I already had my next pre-plan for a load going to Virginia. So pretty excited about that one. That's going to be in the next video. But as I was coming here, I noticed something on the middle of the road right before the terminal. Turns out, I'm pretty sure that my tire blew right before I turned into the terminal, because the whole entire tread, like the cap of the tread, off on the side of the road. Conveniently right around, this terminal. So, I mean, it could have been another driver, but I'm pretty sure that's mine. But that's going to be it for this. Like I said, the next we're going to Virginia, so it's going to be quite a long haul. So stay tuned for that one, but thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you soon.